Happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day, and happy Turkey Day to all my supporters. I just want to give a shout out to one of the greatest men to ever walk this earth, my hero. Not Malcolm, not Martin, they my heroes. Farrakhan, you know what I mean? A lot of those guys, they my heroes. But I want to give a tribute and all black people and all people of man, everybody in mankind, every color, every race, everybody that stand up for what's right should get this man high praise and high honor. John Brown, I love you, brother.
The baddest white man who ever walked this planet. The great Dick Gregory called John Brown the greatest American who ever lived. Because if it wasn't for him, the Civil War would have never kicked off. W.E.B. Du Bois wrote an entire book on John Brown. Dick Gregory has wrote about him several times. Dr. Claude Anderson has wrote about John Brown. John Brown was born on May 9th, 1800. John always had a hatred for slavery. Starting at an early age when he saw a little slave boy get beaten by a shovel by a white man. John felt that it was God's plan for him to free the slaves. John's family always told him that slavery was evil. One day, angry pro-slavery white mobs had killed an abolitionist named Elijah Lovejoy. They shot him outside of his newspaper office and they burned his entire building. John attended his memorial services and said, "From this day forward, I am consecrating my life to the destruction of slavery."
John Brown, my American hero, for sure.
Very simple answer to one question. Do you hate all white people? I don't think it's a fair question. The white man doesn't even come into my attitude. Mr. Muhammad teaches us to love our own kind and let the white man take care of himself. For a white man today, sir, after kidnapping millions of black people from Africa, stripping them of all human characteristics and relegating them to the role of chattel or cattle or animals, commodity, merchandise that could be bought and sold at will, and then 100 years since the Emancipation Proclamation, using every type of deceptive method to further us into slavery, called second-class citizenship, I think that it would take a whole lot of nerve for white people today to ask Negroes, do they hate them?
This is what James Baldwin had to say about John Brown.
There is a renaissance now in the public interest in the life and times of John Brown, the pre-Civil War abolitionist. How do you view his role? What he played in as an abolitionist, that he wanted to help the Negroes to freedom. So was it...
That was not exactly what he was trying to do. What he was trying to do was to liberate a country, not simply the black people in that country. People think that it's extreme because all he was really saying was that let enough thing.
What is your view, that when he went to Harper's Ferry, he knew what he is doing?
Or he knew he might not get out. When you take over government property with a handful of men, all of you know that they die in the morning, you know exactly what you're doing and you're not doing anything at all.
It was a self-sacrifice?
No. Whatever I believe in love, I have to do whatever I have to do to do it.
This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your your life's blueprint. Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. Once you discover what it will be, set out to do it, and to do it well. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Finally, in your life's blueprint must be a commitment to the eternal principles of beauty, love, and justice. Well, life for none of us has been a crystal staff. We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
Churches denied him. They didn't want him in their pulpit. Now it's easy to put his picture up and talk that crap about how you love him. You a damn liar if you loved him. If you loved him, why did you let the writers of history write him down as a dreamer and pacify you with all these streets and boulevards named after him? But if you read his life, in the last 2 years of his life, he met with my teacher. They had a beautiful discussion, February 66. I don't know what they talked about, but I know my teacher. He loved Dr. King. He stopped talking Negro and began talking black.
Bothers me, man. Bothers me, man. Here's John Brown's last speech.
Here he addresses the court that would sentence him to hang.
In the first place, I deny everything but what I have all along admitted. The design on my part to free the slaves. Had I so interfered in behalf of the rich, powerful, the intelligent, the so-called great, or any of that class, and suffered and sacrificed what I have in this interference, it would have been all right. And every man in this courtroom would have deemed it an act worthy of reward rather than punishment. I believe that to have interfered, as I have done, as I have always freely admitted I have done, was not wrong, but right. Now, if it is deemed necessary that I should forfeit my life for the furtherance of the ends of justice, and mingle my blood with the blood of my children, and with the blood of millions in this slave country, whose rights are disregarded by wicked, cruel, and unjust enactments, I submit, so let it be done.
OG,
Yo,
tell me a little something about John Brown. What you know about John Brown?
man, I agree with a lot of people. He was the greatest guy that ever lived on earth. He was a white guy, but it wasn't for him, we would probably be still in slavery, to be honest. Because he caused the Civil War because he went with a 12-man army and he died for us, man. No white man. He put his life on the line.